Well, we are looking at the context of CPI IIP data, mainly against the backdrop of worrying inflation trends, not only in India but across the globe. We are talking about shortages across many industries, especially in terms of semiconductors for the auto industry, leading to a severe production crunch. Along with that, we are also worried about food inflation, and this is something that most of these inflation trends generally, when they come together to form a perfect storm, typically you do see worries of actually there being a hike as far as the RBI interest rates are concerned. However, at this point of time, even in the previous policy, we've seen how RBI continues to remain accommodative for longer and having the intention to keep rates as low as possible for longer in order to support growth. Inflationary trends are a bit of a concern, but against this particular backdrop, when we are looking at the latest CPI and IIP data, there is some amount of concern that's actually been removed, given the fact that food price inflation seems to be moderating just that little bit. When we're talking about what Sajjid Shenoy of JP Morgan has to say, he's saying that India's September CPI softened slightly more than expected. It has come in at 4.35 on a year-on-year basis from 5.3 on a year-on-year basis in August. He's also saying that this particular softening has come in on account of favorable base effects from last year and softer food prices. He's saying that the headline CPI was actually flat in September, and this is the third consecutive month where food prices have contracted, declining 0.1% in September. He's also saying that all of this indicates that there should not be a significant push-up to the headline print to threatening levels at least till November. We also have Neelkanth Mishra, a very noted economist, a market strategist as well. He too has weighed in on the latest CPI and IIP data. He is saying September headline CPI inflation has eased 95 basis points on a month-on-month basis to 4.35%. He's saying that this is 15 basis points below what was the consensus estimates, and he's saying that the food inflation actually fell 212 basis points on a month-on-month basis in September, helped not only by the high base but also by the fact that food prices have actually softened on an MON or a month-on-month basis. He's saying that the core inflation was unchanged on an aggregate basis. October-November year-on-year inflation trends may still be lower than at in September, and this is something that he is quite hopeful for. He is saying at this point of time that they will continue to remain watchful as far as inflation trends are concerned.